What up, you show? Tim is here. Okay, here is my review for the new horror film that just got released, simply titled "The Invitation." Now, I was actually interested in this film because ever since the first trailer dropped, I thought this looked really. But then, of course, they did announce that the movie will be PG-13, and okay, I'm a little cautious there. But hey, I liked Happy Death Day and Insidious, so I don't mind PG-13 rated horror films and everything. I mean, heck. One of my favorite horror films is Poltergeist, and that thing's PG. So I don't mind toned down horror films or anything like that. And so I decided to give it a go anyway, because I also did quite like the lead actress Natalie Meadow, who I really liked on Game of Thrones. She's been cool with some other stuff like the Fast and Furious movies and all. So I decided to give this thing a go. All right. As of right now, my worst movie of the year was Morbius. Right, that was like one of the worst things I've seen this whole year. The Invitation just might actually have beat it. Both are Sony movies. So, yeah. The Invitation is, let me just say right now, it's god awful. I'm I'm sorry this thing was terrible. Now, if you guys don't know much about the story, you got Natalie Meadow who plays the character named Evie, who takes this DNA test to find out that she has a long lost cousin she never knew about, and she is invited by her newfound family to a lavish wedding in the English countryside. And she's first seduced by this aristocrat host, but as soon is thrust into like a nightmare of survival. As she uncovers like a twisted family history, that stuff. So this is pretty much inspired by the classic Dracula story by Bram Stoker here. I mean, I do love a good Dracula film, whether it's like obviously the Bela Lugosi classic. Uh, who does not love Dracula just in general? I mean, next year we're going to get some really good dose of vampire movies too. I mean, we got Nicolas Cage playing Dracula. We got like this Detmer film coming. So next year's going to be a cool year for vampires. But this is just not so great. Like the script and dialogue is just awful. I mean, it did start out really decent, but it turned to really to something really bland. I mean, it for one is a little boring too. Like, how do you make a horror like this movie should have been as fun as, let's say, Ready or Not. Like, I did have some Ready or Not vibes, maybe like a PG-13 version of it. I was hoping it'll be a little bit similar to and fun in the vein of that, but it just wasn't. I mean, Natalie Meadow, I guess she did her, or she did okay, I guess. You had Thomas Dargy, who was recently seeing that not so great Gossip Girl reboot. You had some other cast members here too, like you had the dude who played Alfred in Gotham was also in this. But the film just did not really pan out so great. It's such a really like, despite some ambitious efforts to have an interesting horror movie tropes, this movie just does not do all that great here. I mean, it's just, yeah, it's one of the worst horror movies I've seen in the past number of years too. I mean, I I don't know. I really want to like this thing too, but the dialogue in this thing wasn't so great. It was boring. Was not even all that scary. I mean, the twist at the end is just terrible. I mean, this movie is not great at all, and I sad to say I cannot invite you to see the invitation at all. See what I did there, but I don't know. Maybe there are some people who like it. And if you do, cool. Films are subjective, but me, I cannot really. I mean, I literally almost fell asleep with this thing. That's how terrible the movie is. But anyway, let me let you guys. Did you have a chance to check out the invitation? If so, what's up? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is Timmy signing out.